Have you ever wondered what happens when hell itself decides it needs even scarier villains? Well, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what Season 3 of Hazbin Hotel is shaping up to unleash, because this season isn't just adding new characters, it's raising the stakes in ways fans didn't expect. Season 3 seems to be leaning into deeper lore, darker enemies, and a few twists that insiders quietly hint may completely shake the hierarchy of hell. The big promise? More world building, deadlier antagonists, and far more pressure on Charlie's mission to redeem sinners. If Season 1 and 2 focused on building relationships and revealing fragments of Hazbin's enormous universe, Season 3 looks ready to dive straight into full chaos, especially with new villains rumored to be more morally complex, magically dangerous, and personally connected to some fan-favorite characters. Personally, I've always thought Hazbin Hotel thrives when it blends comedy with high-stakes storytelling. And this upcoming season appears to be doubling down on exactly that. So right from the start, we're looking at a season that will merge emotional weight with explosive conflict, setting up battles that aren't just physical, but moral, strategic, and deeply character-driven. And honestly, that's what I think makes Hazbin stand out from other animated series. It takes wild concepts seriously while still keeping its humor and style. The idea of new villains stepping in isn't just exciting, it's essential for pushing the cast into new emotional territory. And Season 3 seems prepared to deliver those big, show defining moments fans have been waiting for. Now, let's talk about these villains, because the rumors and hints dropped by the creators point toward antagonists who aren't just random threats, but tied to the core themes of redemption, rebellion, and power. One of the most talked about new villains is a figure supposedly linked to heaven's darker side. Not an angel in the traditional sense, but someone who believes that hell's attempts at rehabilitation are a direct threat to the cosmic balance. If this character becomes a primary antagonist, they could bring a completely different energy to the show, creating a three-way conflict between Heaven, Hell's current rulers, and Charlie's redemption project. There's also speculation about a new Overlord rising, someone who didn't appear in previous seasons, but has been quietly controlling events from the shadows. Fans think this villain might embody temptation, manipulation, or even be connected to Lucifer's old enemies. The fun part is that Hazbin's creators love subverting expectations, so these villains might not act like traditional bad guys. They might be charming, funny, or even a little sympathetic, which honestly makes them way more dangerous. Which could be huge because he's been a dominating presence from the moment he appeared. If someone rises who can actually push him to his limits, that alone would reshape the power dynamics of the entire show. Personally, I think giving Alastor a rival with equal charm but opposite motives would be incredible storytelling, especially because fans love exploring his mysterious backstory. And if one of the new villains ties into that backstory, we're going to see some of the most intense interactions Hazbin has ever delivered. With all this excitement, there's still room for improvement, and fans are vocal about what Season 3 could refine. Some viewers want deeper character development for side characters who haven't had much focus yet. Husk, for example, has emotional layers that still haven't been fully explored, and Angel Dust's healing journey could be expanded even further. Season 3 could also benefit from slightly slower pacing in certain emotional scenes, giving moments more time to breathe. Another improvement fans hope for is more screen time for the world building around Hell and Heaven, basically more rules, more history, more hierarchy, and more information about how everything functions beyond the hotel's walls. And then come the fan theories. Some wild, some surprisingly convincing. One big theory is that one of the new villains might pretend to support Charlie's mission just to infiltrate the hotel and sabotage it from the inside. Another theory claims that a major betrayal is coming, potentially from a character we don't expect, not necessarily out of malice, but because of pressure or manipulation. There's even a theory floating around that Lucifer himself may be challenged by a villain who knows a secret about the early days of his rule over Hell. As for what I personally think, I'd love to see the show push deeper into emotional vulnerability. Hazbin shines brightest when it mixes heartfelt scenes with chaotic comedy, and a season focused on redemption under pressure could deliver some of the most moving character moments yet. That said, I do hope they find the right balance between humor and darker tension, because that contrast is what makes the series feel so unique. Now let's get into what insiders and leaks